Good morning, friends. I see you. Hey, today I want to talk about a rolling reset. I just kind of made that term up as I recognized it happening, and I want to talk about some of the aspects of Nurtured Heart approach and how that term came to me. And today, the energy I was working with was I was just feeling a little flat. I wasn't feeling as exuberant or excited about stuff. My energy level's lower. I just allowed myself to enter that moment truthfully, without shaming myself and making it worse. Just open and honest. Hey, I'm flat today. I don't have the energy. I don't have the motivation. And I notched myself down. I took it from I'm just going to go like I normally go to I'm going to give myself permission to take longer to get ready, to make sure everything's dialed in, to ride slower, to be very thoughtful about how I feel and what's going on. And what I realized is, sometimes in life we're in the middle of stuff. And, the nice long resets of being able to excuse yourself and move away and process and take your time to move through the energy and land on an inner wealth or a greatness and then move forward from that greatness. Sometimes you don't have the luxury to just call a time out. I'm noticing a need to reset because the way I normally would address this day isn't there for me today. And I'm not going to fight myself to force myself to get there. I'm going to own the fact that I'm flat and that I'm low, and I'm going to give myself a rolling reset. I'm just going to turn the dial back and go, okay, I'm giving myself permission to talk slower, to think slower, to walk slower, to exercise slower, to be milder in my speech and my interactions with people, to turn it down so that I'm not fighting myself for some predetermined, it has to look this way. That's a prison cell. If I have to have it look a certain way, can I navigate the moment via my greatness rather than decide I have to get here and forget everything? I'm just going to stomp over whatever I have to do to get there and then call it a finish line. I'm not doing that. So the rolling reset, and if I did have moments of shame and guilt and why do I feel this way, I can, if I'm conscious enough, I can practice going, there's some shame, there's some guilt. I'm going to own that too. That's also truth of the energy right now, and I can work with that. And all those things just tell me that, these energies of flatness and shame and guilt and whatever else, they're not resonant with me. That's not who I am. I'm a vibrant, expressive person full of life force that's full of physical energy and mental energy and human connection and excitement and curiosity and adventure, and when I'm feeling like, that's not how I feel today, that resonance, it's still a beautiful signal to go, my greatness of adventurous, vibrance, life force expression is pinging off me not having energy and going, you're not flat. You're not a person who's flat and doesn't have energy. You're a person who's vibrant. That's why it feels weird today. And so by gifting myself grace, I can be the greatness of grace and patience and honor myself today and dial back to 65% to 80% and fluctuate through the day 65 to 80%. I can allow myself to then enter those moments fluidly, lovingly, and honor that my energy levels aren't there. The capacity for my life force is lower today. My capacity to handle who I am is less today. So I'm going to allow myself the grace and the patience to go through the day slower, kinder, softer, mellower, and give myself the self-love and the honoring that I deserve. So I hope something in there hit you guys today, and enjoy honoring who you really are today. I hope to see you next week at our Certified Training Intensive. It's going to be incredible. And if you can't make the Certified Training Intensive next week, we have an awesome retreat coming up end of July, Tuesday nights, 75 minutes. It's only $200, 5 weeks of doing this work for ourselves with the other people in the retreat. And there's two things that's amazing about that retreat. One is gift yourself the time and the experience. It is amazing, life-changing. The last group of people was so fun to be with. It was so fun to watch them shift. But the other thing that's really fun about the retreats is it's a great gift. I gifted 2 seats to people, and I watched them just love the experience, and they reached back out to me with such appreciation. So, I hope to see you there. And if you can't make it, I would love for you to think of someone in your life who's like, oh man, what a cool gift I could give them, and just gift them the opportunity to be in that retreat with us, and to really explore this. What does this look like in real life, in real time, based on your circumstances of your life? Sending much love to you from Chico.